What's going on, you guys? Shut up, game. I'm tired of your stuff. 3 hours now. I've been trying to get this park done, you guys. 3 hours. 3 hours. Took an hour and a half for the game to, get me to where I needed to be. All I had to do is click on economy and realize that I don't have any accommodating rating, and that's what's keeping my 93%. Well, my restroom coverage is going to go up, but my 93 and my 90 and my 60 is literally at a 30 because I have no housing. The other thing that I need to do is I need to hook up not the brachies. I need to the Dreadnoughtus. I'm gonna have to do something with that one. Yeah, it would welcome me back to this game, you guys, but I want to punch it in the mouth. That's where I'm at. I thought I had Dreadnoughtus at 100%. What's going on? What is going on here? There we are. Alright, so they like stegoids and ankyloids, but let's see what the ankyloids have to say. If I could find them. Do you like stegoids? No, he likes orthos. Nadros, he does not like. This game really makes my head hurt. I just want to make a conservation where I can have dinos of all kinds, having fun, cohabitating. I don't want to have to sit here and get these everything down to a T, more or less. It has to be perfect. Drives me crazy. Yes, we're gonna need some of them, and we're gonna need some Yankees. Did I already pass up? There it is. There. Alright, now that that's brewing, I need to then go across the park because we're gonna have a couple things that are gonna happen here shortly. I did say that I've been working on this park and it just keeps. I'm gonna try and stay positive here. Not having a good time. Nope. Honestly, I would much rather be playing any other game at this point. Just because of everything that's been going on with my playthroughs. Like, literally, the maintenance problem. Like, I could understand it being messed up for, a couple weeks. But here I am a month later, not even a peep from the developer about any kind of potential fix, anything. Not a word. What the hell? Why does it keep doing that randomly? Like, you guys just saw it went into like the XY axis and I didn't even do that. I didn't hit no buttons, no nothing. Like, my game's doing whatever it wants to. And I mean, it's not my controller. It's the good controller. I guess I'm just too dumb to figure out the games now. I'm getting too old. I'm a dinosaur in my own right. Guess I just need to sit back and watch all you young kids play them now. I don't get it. Yeah, I just don't understand it, I guess. Drives me crazy because I love gaming. Absolutely love it. And me being an adult who I pay for my own games, and I don't have my daddy's credit card there. Or, somebody buying it for me for my birthday, or any of that nonsense, So when I go and I buy a game, I expect it to work. I don't have unlimited funds, developers. We, the people, don't have unlimited funds. We work like crazy. And then we come home and all we want to do is have a little bit of fun. Okay, just a little bit of fun. But instead, we're sitting here living in a society that, much like myself, I probably shouldn't knock it because I love the games, but we have a genre that was just raised on Dark Souls games. And
Turns out this place
if
is getting
it's
some
not here
attention
to
as the
abuse
go-to
you, we
spot
don't
for
want to have
giant
it around us.
dinosaurs, and I
If we need that
love
mental
attention.
strain, I
So, when
guess.
I heard that a humongous
Can't just have a
marine
fun game.
reptile had been caught in the ocean, I skimmed a few funds and bought it. I know, I'm amazing.
This might be an obvious question, but
If you say
where
so, Finch.
exactly will it live?
Not to state the obvious right back, but that sounds like a you problem. Come on, you're an ecologist, and we have the best habitat building team around. But, maybe get moving because it'll be delivered anytime now.
Well, okay then. I guess we put together a lagoon before a marine reptile arrives on our doorstep.
Yep, that's what we're going to do.
They say you can never
There we
have too
go.
much of a good thing. And with this delivery, I guess we'll find out if that's true.
Here, I need to cool down. I'm angered. My blood's boiling a little bit. I hate having to replay stuff. Which brings me to my next topic. PlayStation. When are we going to be able to record for longer than an hour at a time? Because I literally got done recording this episode, and then I went into it and come to find out that had I just had 5 more minutes, I would have had more than enough time to do my outro and have the intro in it at the same time. Nope. 1 hour is all I get. Transport both my male and my female.
Magnificent animal. We should make sure that it's comfortable in its new home.
I'm sweating. Ooh,
Good
I'm sweating.
thinking. Comfortable dinosaurs stay where they're put.
It's a marine reptile. Evolution doesn't work that fast, Mr. Finch.
He's angry.
You know,
Oh, he's so.
the modern ocean is a
I'm
tough
literally
place
sweating
for
bullets right
prehistoric
now.
animals,
What is
especially
this?
giant ones. Unfamiliar
I need to open my
ecosystems.
front door. I am
No
dying.
guarantees on reliable food sources, temperatures that they never evolved for. Marine reptiles need our support if they're going to
What the
adapt.
heck?
So, it's time we extended the breeding program here to our aquatic guest of
I'm
honor.
not coming down with the fever. No, we can't afford that. No, we can't even afford my daughter to come. Well, we can afford me to come down with a fever, but we can't afford for my daughter to come down with one. So fingers crossed, you guys, that my daughter's doing okay. But I am sweating bullets. I don't know, babe. I'm sweating my ass off right now. I am sweating my ass off. Okay. So she's still fevering a little bit. Just had a little conversation with my wife after she told me to keep it down. Let me add a second one.
For your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the park.
There we go. The next thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need extra bathrooms, which, no, not attractions. There we are. This one. Voila.
Ladies and gentlemen, our restroom is now open to use for whenever nature
Now, the last thing we
calls.
need to do is we need to research this right here. And this will allow my Moses to be able to breed, which will get that juvenile requirement knocked out. Alright, need to go ahead and get these dead bodies out of here before my animals start losing their minds.
Collecting asset.
There we are. They're already starting to lose a little bit. Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. Begin. And begin. There we go. And I can put both of these over there with the dreadnought, and it should be fine. Yeah, we need to get on that repair, bud.
Transportation underway.
Where is my maintenance team? Perfect. Get over there and fix it. Hurry up. There we go. You know, it said it was missing wetlands over here, so I'm just going to add some wetlands.
Transporting asset.
There. Add a little more wetlands. Alright, so they're still coming along nicely. I have... Was that research done? Hold on. Yeah, research is done. We're going to put that back here where they're happy. Where they can't be, bothered. Oh my god. And I forgot their food. If you couldn't tell, I've been flustered by this game. Things not going right when they should be. Obviously affecting my mood. The last park is probably to blame, honestly. If I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. The last park's problems are what's putting my mood off with this game. And then it's just a vicious spiral. Yeah, so we're in the 3 times speed. I believe the next thing that I'm going to be required to do is going to need some sort of travel. Yeah, I don't understand what it's being obstructed by, but whatever. Yeah, it's just, whatever. I'll just put it over here. Probably the best place to put it too, over here by the hotels. Least amount of walking for my people, for my patrons. Alright, just like last time, but you guys weren't there to see. I'm gonna have the aviary up here, which I don't even think I need the aviary anymore. Only reason I added the aviary was to try and get what I thought was two species that had to be, intermingled, but it wasn't. No, it has to be three of them. All right, how's this gonna work?
Attention personnel. A new monorail station has opened and guests will be arriving shortly.
Just like that. It's ugly, but it gets the job done. It's very ugly. I honestly don't care. I'm done with my objectives. I just want to get... Oh. What do you mean starving? Tall leaf, huh? Okay, let's see here. Find some tall leaf. I mean... Put a little bit over there. I'm gonna put a little bit right here. A little bit right here. I'm even gonna put some tall leaf, tall fruit right next to it. Starve to death again. I dare you. All right, let's get these all moved over and get their needs met.
Asset collection request received. That's infrastructure damage.
Any moment now, be able to release this one. Okay, let me go ahead and shut my front door now that I'm all cooled off. Yeah, I was literally sweating bullets for no reason.
Asset transportation in progress.
Any day now.
Asset has been collected. Asset has been transported.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here we go.
pleased to welcome Gallimard.
Asset transportation underway.
I thought I had more Ankies than that. What? Hold on. No, that can't be. I thought I had 2 Ankies. Crazy. Well, just gotta make another one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome
Alright, we're just waiting on the baby Mosa to come on out. After they decide to breed.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Biggest thing I gotta wait on first. That's what I did. Okay. Oops. Yeah, that'll do it. I deselected. That's what I did. Alright. Give everybody a break who can. Here we go. And then pretty much the entire park is elderly. Yeah. Fun. Not fun.
ladies and gentlemen. We are pleased to welcome a Dreadnoughtus to the park.
Are you still complaining about the lack of space? Okay, let's give you a 3rd large hotel. Will that do it? Yeah. 3rd large hotel. Nice. Okay, incubation complete. Alright, so let's get this released over here and then figure out what I'm missing. Alright, so they want to have ground leaf. So let's go ahead and put in some ground leaf. Okay, that's ground leaf.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Ankylosaurus to the
Transit has commenced.
Enki. Okay, so ground fruit, ground leaf. Okay, ground fruit, ground leaf.
Asset being transported.
We want our guests out of pocket, not out of breath, huh? Now, get more transport in the park and make sure that those guests are having a good time.
Asset delivered.
And some wetlands. Okay. Can make some wetlands over here. Give them some sort of incentive to want to move over here. Which he will as soon as that gets established. Alright, at least one more operational tour. Which I'm going to go and opt for hot air balloon. Why? Well, it's easy. Very minimal planning as we go into it. Just getting the line established for if I do ever build on that part of that side of the park. No, 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 no. I cannot. Not the lagoon, the track.
Beneath the surface of the water, deep in the depths of prehistory, lie
Oh well. It'll get it done. Okay.
ladies
Then
and
go back over here to enclosures. We gotta fix that.
and marvel at the sights.
Right there.
of our
Fix that
newly
mistake.
opened balloon tour.
Bam. Alright, now guest comfort. We're going to want to go down to guests. We're going to want to get some restrooms. Those always help. Place one right here. Or over here potentially. There we go, restroom.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Perfect.
our restroom is now open to use.
Alright, where's the dino? Gotta take that out immediately. Okay.
En route to collect the asset.
Alright, 85. Guess. We're gonna want an emergency shelter over here. Already taken care of. Guess. We're gonna want to eat and drink over here. Or maybe they're not gonna want to do that.
Attention personnel, please stand by for a vehicle return.
Game, you gonna let me? Thank you. Okay. And we're gonna drop a basic generator over here and everything's dead. Oh no, that was just the power. I saw 3, I was like, oh god.
Asset requiring collection.
I'll remove that. Okay. Yeah, what's going on here? Guest comfort isn't being met somewhere. I've got food, I've got drink, I've got the housing. Guess add in some more bathrooms.
Ladies and gentlemen, our restroom is now open to use for whenever nature calls.
Let me see, do we need a bathroom over here still? Yeah, still need a bathroom over here. Come on. Let me place the bathroom. Thank you.
What
Aha,
an
there we go. The
incredible
objectives have been
sanctuary
completed.
for nature's giants. It's places like this that
Hold
offer
on, my
real
pipes card?
hope for dinosaurs to truly integrate into the world. Ignoring the
5
climate
stars.
for a moment, we've done
Perfect.
something amazing for these animals.
Ignoring the client doesn't sound great for business, Doctor. And when we really get down to it, isn't that why we're all doing this?
Oh, no, we've done great work here. But it sounds like you're trying
Yeah,
to
we
hide
did.
the softer side of yourself. You know, in the wild,
It only
animals
took
hide
me
their
a couple
soft belly
attempts.
when they feel threatened. But, you know, we're all friends here.
Let's not bring my soft belly into this, thank you very much. But no, okay, fine. I guess seeing those happy animals does warm the heart a little.
Ooh, what trophy did I get? 27-foot neck. Okay. So that's this part completed. It only took me a couple attempts to, get to the root of the problem. They don't really tell you what to do, right? They say animals that you have to have enclosed together. I had 2. It says 3, but it doesn't say if it has to be, a paired, like 3 different pairs of them, or yeah, that was honestly my bad. And then the maintenance on the last park, I don't know what's going on with that one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that one. Honestly, once I get done with all these other parks, I'm going to go back and restart that park and see if I can't, avoid building too many of those aviaries. They lower the maintenance by a lot. So since the park is required to have at least 40 flyers, you have to have a couple of these enclosures, which brings the rating down, and you have to have a certain 95% rating. But yeah, I'm having some problems. I'm gonna get it done though, you guys. I'm gonna get it figured out. But yeah, if you enjoyed this one, it took me a couple tries to figure it out. With the last park, it's been bringing my morale down. It's been affecting me mentally. These games from Frontier and Universal, they're usually really solid games. I can play them for hundreds of hours and I can't find a single bug, but I finally found my first one. It only took three games to find one, so I guess they've got a good track record there. But I understand why there's more problems with this game than the other 2. I mean, honestly, the other 2 didn't have the ability to edit the terrain as much as we can here. They didn't have deep water, and they didn't have babies or the ability to create your own structures. So I mean, there's bound to be problems. Hopefully it gets ironed out, because it is affecting me and my enjoyment of the game, which I don't want to have that happen. I'm on a fixed income. I'm a disabled veteran, so any game that I buy, it's gonna need to work. Just saying, developers. You have people like myself that are playing your games. This is our outlet. This is the way that we come to get out of the headspace of our day in, day out lives, the stressors that we have on ourselves with needing to go and work and having to pay our bills and trying to make sure that I have enough to, or I'm not eating just top ramen. Am I going to have enough to get to work and gasoline? The gasoline's going up. Am I going to have enough to charge my phone because I can't pay my PG&E because bills are too high? You know, those kind of things. So when I come to my game, it's to escape, not to be reminded that just another thing that doesn't work right. But you guys, I'm going to stop ragging on this game. The developers did do a really good job. Hopefully they will jump on this bug with the last park and get it sorted, as I want to get all of my 5-star parks. But if they don't, well, I'm going to brute force it one way or another. It's what I do. You know, as an airborne infantryman, I jumped out of airplanes behind enemy lines and engaged them on their turf. I didn't wait for them to come to my base. I went to their base. I went behind their lines. And if it was, you know, traditional armies, which we didn't have that, but that was what I was there to do. You know, go and cause massive mayhem, destruction, get the enemy forces, you know, get their attention off the front line so that the front line can push through more efficiently. That was me. So I'm here to continue to try and brute force my way through life. Which brings me to my next thing. If you guys enjoyed this one, hit that like button. You know what to do. If you didn't, let me know in the comment section what I could do better. That way I can continue brute forcing life. Raw dogging it, if you will. I'm gonna make this life my bitch. Oh yeah. Come hell or high water, I'm gonna make the most out of this that I can. I'm not gonna make as much money as I can. Fixed income disability kind of sucks, but I digress. You guys don't need to hear all of my life's woes. Everybody's got our own problems. And so if we can figure out how to come together for our problems, that's going to be the big one, you guys. That's going to make or break our civilization. Can we come together finally? Or are we going to just continue to fall apart and tear each other apart? Like with politics, I stay off politics because it just ruins families. I've watched families that held bonds for 30, 40 years fall apart because of whoever's in office at the time. Some members of that family are Democrats, others are Republicans, and they just can't seem to see eye to eye. Like with the halftime show. I'm watching my halftime show. It's like, we really have to divide ourselves to where we're segregating again? I mean, it's just football, but at the same time, do we have to have a special program because I'm a Republican, or I have to have a special program because I'm a Democrat? It's so stupid. Like, go back to elementary school, because that's what y'all just reminded me of. Little ass kids who can't think for themselves, regurgitating what mommy and daddy force fed them, and regurgitating what the peer pressure's telling them. Nobody thinks for themselves anymore. It's just driving me crazy. Come on, people. You're smarter than this. Figure it out. Okay, you guys, that's all I have time for. No more rants. No more raves. You heard my spiel. Come together, you guys. Or we're all going to fall apart. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. If you didn't, comment section. Blow it up. Tell me what I can do better. I'm always down for the corrective criticisms. They ain't going to hurt my feelings. Like I said, I was an ex-airborne infantryman. I've got a very thick skin. You ain't gonna hurt me. At least not as much as Uncle Sam did. My body's still reeling from those. But that's enough of that. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. You guys take care and stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.